Hey folks, what's going on? My name is Seth Campbell. I want to thank you for giving me just a few minutes of your time. And I want to be the first to say that if you're watching me right now, the odds are pretty good that somebody cares enough about you that they went outside of their comfort zone and they sent you this little video. So I want to thank you for actually spending some time and watching it, you guys. And I want to just introduce you to a concept that I was introduced to at the age of 24. You see, as a full-time college student, at the age of 24, I had the opportunity to bump into a gentleman that would become my first mentor. And he kind of opened my mind to something. I want to share this with you real fast. As a full-time college student, this was kind of the path that I was on. And if I were to draw out a very simple, basic timeline of a life, okay? This is when you're born, and let's say this is when you check out. Okay, most people's lives look kind of generally the same. Your first 20 years, 0 to 20, you're learning, right? You're learning how to function as an adult, how to function in society, how to contribute, how to work, all that stuff. And then what's going to happen, you guys, is that you're going to spend the bulk of your life doing this. And this is what I was doing right here, work. Okay, you're going to work 40 to 50 hours a week. You're going to probably do it for at least 40 to 50 years of your life. And during that period of time, if you're disciplined enough to save enough of your money, maybe 10 to 20% of your income every month, and you invest it wisely and you generally make good decisions, don't have a 2008 crash of the market or anything like that, what's going to happen is right here towards the end of your life, you're going to have the opportunity to do this, to live, right? To actually go out, get on the sailboat, go to Europe, do all the stuff that you wanted to do that you couldn't really do at this period of your life, right? Doesn't look too good, does it? When you look at it that way, it doesn't look all that attractive. At the age of 24, I was introduced to a different concept. I was introduced to a different timeline, so to speak. If I were to draw out everything the same, except one thing right here, okay? 0 to 20, you're still learning, okay, in your early adulthood. But rather than chasing linear income, which is where you exchange time for dollars, time for money, your most valuable asset is your time, and you're going to trade it away for the thing that you need the most, which is money. Not a great deal. What if you could find a way, rather than working for the next half of a century, what if you found an opportunity to create residual income, to create a passive cash flow? And rather than working for 50 years, what if you just hustled for 2 or 3? What if you just hustled at something different for a couple of years, and then you could set yourself up to do this right here? What if your life could look like this? Ladies and gentlemen, you know that there are people who do live like that, right? Not everybody lives on that model. Some people live on this model right here. That's what I was introduced to at the age of 24. And I had some questions because I was being introduced at 24, just like you are right now, introduced to look at a network marketing opportunity. And I wasn't so sure about network marketing. I had some skepticism. I had a little bit of a wall that went up, like some of you might have. But here's some of the questions I asked myself. If you're going to look in this industry, does it work? Does network marketing work for somebody? Absolutely, right? We know that. People do make it in this industry. Are there people out there that make a lot of money in network marketing? Obviously, yes, right? They just weren't any of my friends. They weren't the people that I knew, right? The people I knew didn't make money. But what about this? What if there was a company out there, because I wanted to look at that. If there are people that make money, well, what do they have? What worked out for them, okay? Let me ask you this. What if there was a company that actually had a medical breakthrough? I'm not talking about a breakthrough in terms of what we put on our marketing materials or anything like that, but what if there was a company out there that actually had studies on their product from places like Harvard and the American Heart Association, a legitimate scientific breakthrough? You guys, something that the world needed to find out about, and probably will at some point. What if on top of that there was a company that had a compensation plan, a structure that didn't just pay the top 0.1% at the expense of everybody else, but paid people fair and equal, paid the little guy, paid the new guy, paid the college kid a fair amount? What if on top of that, you guys, there was a company that had, it was a publicly traded company that had tools that utilized technology to make it simple and easy for anybody to build, for anybody to create success, no matter who they are, no matter what personality type you have. And on top of all of that, what if that company was so new, was so young, that nobody that you know has ever even heard of it yet? What if you had the opportunity to finally participate on the ground floor? What if it was finally your turn to be first in the next big thing? You guys, if those things actually existed, let me ask you one last question. You think it might be smart to just take a look? You think it might be worth 15 minutes of your time to just check it out? You guys, I asked those questions at the age of 24, and in my 20s, I was unemployable. Changed my life forever. I want to invite you to take that very same look, you guys. This next video is going to give you an introduction to exactly what that next big company looks like. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Hello, my name is Justin Rose, and I'm the Chief Sales Officer here at LifeVantage. And first of all, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and thank you for taking the time and being open to something new. You know, I've been in this industry for the last 28 years on the corporate side. And during that time, I've worked with some of the biggest and most profitable companies. But more importantly, I've worked with tens of thousands of people just like you. And the great news is it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your background is. It doesn't matter what your education was, what race or ethnicity you may be, whether you're male or female. All of that does not matter in this industry. Our industry does not discriminate. So you have the opportunity, just like anybody else, to be successful in our industry. You know, there's companies in this industry that have great products. There's companies that have amazing compensation plans, and there's companies that have great leadership. But very rarely will you find all three things living together. And that's truly what we have here. That's one of the unique things about our company, is we have the absolute best product, a compensation plan that pays differently than any other, and we also have a leadership team that is completely aligned, a field that is driven to really help you succeed, a corporate team that has experience in the industry, that's worked with some of the best and biggest companies in the industry. We're really working together to provide a path and a system for you to be successful. Something that you can follow and something that others can follow to really help you succeed in this industry. You know, Jim Rohn once said that you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. Think about that for a second. Who are the 5 people that you spend the most time with? And what if I could tell you that I could introduce you to some of the finest people in the world? Because I believe they're right here. So I encourage you to take the next step. Press next and see what's waiting for you.
My name is Dr. Skip Campbell, and if you've gotten to this point, I want to say 2 things. First of all, thank you. Second of all, congratulations. You're literally 1 in a million. My job here now is to explain a little bit about this opportunity to you, to see whether or not this is something you could take advantage of. Now, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm trying to give you the information, and the information I'm going to give you, I'm going to try to do it fast so that I can respect your time. And I want you to know that everything I'm about to tell you is absolutely true. You can go straight to the internet and fact check me. Okay? My job here, like I said, is not to sell you. Is to get you the information so you can decide wherever you are right now whether this is an opportunity you feel like you can take advantage of. It certainly was for myself. In case you didn't hear my story, I used to be a chiropractor. I was a chiropractor for 17 years. I made really good money in chiropractic. In fact, I loved every minute of being a chiropractor. But I wasn't residual. I didn't have leverage. If I wasn't working, I wasn't making any money. The thing that I valued the most in my life was my time, and I did not own my time. I think it's interesting sometimes people, if you ask them what they value, they might put their relationships, they might put their family, they might put their health, they might put their house. They never think about their time. Time was the thing I valued the most. I didn't own it. In fact, I was owned by my practice. And so I realized that there has to be another way. There had to be a way for the average guy who can't rap or can't dance or can't sing or can't act to go out and create residual income. And I found that vehicle in network marketing. And now I'm here to tell you, I was exactly like you. There was no way I was ever going to do a network marketing company because I knew somebody who told me some horror story about network marketing. But I'm here to tell you now, after being in this industry for 7 years, that network marketing works, that it absolutely works, and Amway is great proof. The company's been around for 6 decades. Okay, network marketing works, people make good money in network marketing, and the products tend to be very high quality. So I was open to the idea of residual income. I was introduced to this company because of its great product, Protandem, and now it's been the best decision I've ever made in my life. And I hope to give you information that will allow you, if you desire, to take advantage of this great opportunity. I've discovered some things about network marketing since I got involved in it, and I think I can narrow it down to maybe 4 or 5 really important keys. 4 or 5 really important things that you need to know, facts that you have to put into your head so that you can make a good decision and maximize your chances of being successful in a network marketing company. I think it's not unlike any other business. If you go to open a chiropractic practice, my wife and I, we did the demographics of the city that we were in. We found out how many chiropractors were in that town. We found out what's the median income, what's the average age, what about our location. All of those things went in to us having a really, really successful practice for 17 years. Those exact types of questions need to be answered whenever you start any kind of business, and network marketing is no different. Network marketing is a legitimate business, and if you answer those kinds of questions, you can greatly increase your chances of being successful. In my opinion, those questions are simple. What is your product? What is your company? How does your comp plan work? Are you first or last? Do you have a system? Those are, I think, the 5 most important questions. So let's start with the product, because it was what started with me. I looked at an ABC primetime video, and that video showed me a product called Protandem. Protandem is an NRF2 activator. It is not a vitamin, it's not a mineral, it's not omega-3 fatty acid. It activates it's a strand of DNA, and it does something in your body that no other nutritional supplement can do. It activates this NRF2 pathway. It's called nutrigenomics. It's a category of supplement that we created, that we're the only ones who sit in that category of supplement. When you activate the NRF2 pathway, a bunch of genes are expressed called survival genes, and the net effect is that your oxidative stress is lowered up to 40% in just 30 days. Now, we're also the only nutritional supplement that can make that claim. Oxidative stress is what ages you and causes, by definition, diseases related to aging. And when you lower oxidative stress 40% in just 30 days, you can effectively tell people that you can slow the rate at which their cells will age. I want to say that again because it is so profound. We can slow the rate at which cells will age. Protandim is a one-of-a-kind supplement. The reason that's important is not just because you have a supplement that you can believe in and have science and trust that science, which is important, but it's also important from a business aspect. You see, when you meet somebody that's in a vitamin company, you got to ask them, well, which one? There are lots of vitamin companies. When you meet somebody that's in a juice company, you ask them, well, which one? Which weight loss company are you in? We're an NRF2 activator. We're nutrigenomics. We're the only supplement in that category. We don't have any competition, and our product is patented 6 times over. So in Protandim, our flagship product, we have the ability to lower oxidative stress in humans. The result of that, first and second peer-reviewed study showing that we could lower oxidative stress in humans, spawned 20 additional studies. Studies done by Virginia Commonwealth, Louisiana State University, Harvard. Studies sponsored by the American Heart Association, and most recently, a study done by the National Institute of Aging, your government. Published a study and said that Protandim can extend lifespan. Now, that alone, in my opinion, makes it the most important supplement a human being can take. And if you know anybody that wants to age slower, live longer, live healthier, then this is a supplement that they're going to be interested in. That alone makes it the most important supplement a human can take. But there's a sentence that follows that in the peer review that I think is really important. It says that Protandim was and is the only supplement ever tested by our government that has been proven to extend lifespan. The only one. Why do you take supplements in the first place? And there's lots of great supplements out there. If Protandim can extend your life and lifespan, let me ask you, what's that worth to you? The great Steve Jobs, who just passed away, had billions of dollars in the bank. How much of that do you think he would have spent for another month on Earth or another year on Earth? It can't make any guarantees, and we don't treat, mitigate, or cure any disease, but the government says it can extend lifespan. That's good enough for me. It's easily the most important supplement a human being can take. And that's just one of our supplements. We also, in that category, have another supplement called NRF1 Activator. It activates the NRF1 pathway. I'm not going to go into this video because I want to keep this short and simple, but you can look that up online. We have a skincare line called True Science that can actually activate that NRF2 pathway in the skin of your face. Effectively activating the NRF2 pathway in your skin and face will slow the rate at which the cells of your face age. And we have healthy energy, and then we have real scientific, responsible weight management system in physique. The bar, we've raised the bar in science in the nutritional supplement world, and to me, we don't have any competitor right now. There is no equal. And so if you're thinking about product and how important the product is, I can't imagine a more important, beneficial product line. I don't know of one in the world today, led again by our flagship product, Protandim. So if you have a great product that you can get behind, you also have to have a really good company. There's 2 kinds of companies out there in the network marketing world. There's the privately held companies and the publicly held ones. Ours happens to be publicly held. We're on the NASDAQ. Our stock ticker is LFVN. You can go look it up. I like the fact that we're public for a couple of reasons. One is it gets rid of any deceit. See, the SEC and they examine our books. We can't lie about how long we've been around, what our sales are, how many distributors we have. Everything is an open book. What our product costs, what we pay our distributors, it's all open. There's no fibbing or fudging there. And I really, really enjoy the transparency of being a public company. I also enjoy the opportunity to be able to invest in my company, go to work, and have an effect on the stock price. I really enjoy the back end payday, maybe, if you will. And so there are a lot of benefits for being publicly traded. Those are just 2. It's spearheaded by a CEO named Darren Jensen, who's got years and years, decades in the network marketing industry. And he's made some very, very good hires and very good decisions since he's been here. One of them is We're the title sponsors for the Real Salt Lake soccer team. So if you ever turn on to a Major League Soccer game and you see the Real Salt Lake jersey, it has our name emblazoned on the chest of all those athletes. We were just named to the Forbes top 50 companies in America. We were the top 5, I think, in the country. We were just added to the Russell 3000 index, which is a really, really big deal. But when Forbes comes out and says this is the top performing company in the state of Utah and one of the top 5 in the whole country, that's a big deal. And it speaks volumes about how your company is being run. And so the fact that we're publicly traded, I think, is a huge plus mark. And if I'm starting to add up plus marks, I've got a great opportunity with a scientific breakthrough product called Protandem. And then I've got a huge plus mark with a company that Forbes has identified as one of the top 5 in the whole country. Those are huge plus marks so far. Then you got to move to the comp plan. Can I make any money doing this? Would this comp plan pay me? One of the misnomers about network marketing is that you got a couple of guys at the top that make all the money and then everybody else chasing a carrot that they're just never going to catch. I remember sitting in a meeting at the very beginning of this company, and something that was brought up was the idea that, hey, just like in America, if you have a strong middle class, you have a strong economy. Well, what would happen in a network marketing company if we created a strong middle class? If we paid our middle-end distributors enough money that we could have a strong middle class. So we made changes to the comp plan to sort of enrich the middle. And if you look at our earnings statement, something that the SEC requires us to put out so that we can't lie to people about what our distributors make, you can see exactly what our distributors make. I can tell you that we pay by percentage more to our distributors than any other network marketing company that I'm aware of. And if you look at our earnings statement, the statement will show you what those middle ranks make. Starting at Pro 1, where the average distributor will start, all the way up to Pro 10. The middle ranks, the premier ranks, 4, 5, and 6. You can look on there and see that the average Pro 4, and this is average, by the way. You need to understand this is not the top paid Pro 4. This is the average Pro 4. The average Pro 4 makes $1,000 a month residually. Now, that might not sound like a whole lot to you, but I want you to think about this for just a second. In today's economy, in today's world, with so many people working 1 or 2 jobs, what would an extra $1,000 a month showing up in your mailbox every single month for the rest of your life, what would that mean to you? What would it mean to the average American? The average Pro 5 in our company makes over $2,000 a month. Now we're talking to close to a $30,000 a year job, part-time, showing up every single month. The average Pro 6, $5,000 a month, $60 a year, now more than the average American makes in a year, and they're doing that in a part-time network marketing opportunity. You guys, it's the best comp plan that I know of in all of America. It is absolutely the fairest comp plan in all of network marketing. And it's a comp plan that the average person can come in here and have success. And I'm going to just tell you guys a little secret. I honestly believe that there's nothing that separates the top from the middle, from the bottom, other than the fact that we just persevered. And in so many network marketing companies, if you don't make money after 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, you just quit. And you quit before you develop the skills necessary to be successful, or you quit before you get lucky and find those guys that are going to go build the business with you. They quit 4 feet from gold, as Napoleon Hill would say, or 3 feet from gold. This comp plan keeps people around long enough to be successful. And it's interesting to note that of our elite distributors, the Pro 7s and above, the ones that are making 6 figures or more, 85% of them have never done network marketing before. That's really, really important, because we didn't bring big groups and tons of experience. We've just never done this before, but we had the next thing that's really important when you're going to do a network marketing business, and that is a system. A system that is duplicatable, a system that will allow a dumb old chiropractor who's never done network marketing before to be successful. My wife and I reached the top rank of this company in 27 months, and we did it because we had a system, and the system just works. And it's the system that we're going to teach you and everybody who joins this business. It's duplicatable. It's that old adage that if somebody has something you want and you do what they did, you can have it, and it works in network marketing. So we'll teach you that system. But let me ask you something. It's as hard as putting somebody on the 3 videos that you just went through. If you're wondering how hard could it be to build this business, can you put people on the 3 videos that you just went through yourself? How hard was that to ask somebody for 3 to 4 minutes of their time so that they can gather information and then possibly make a decision that could change their life forever? You guys, the system is important. We have a system here that works. And I absolutely guarantee you that you can learn that system. If you'll be coachable, if you won't quit, we can help you. So if you have a great product, and we do, and you have a great company, and we do, and you have the best comp plan out there, and we do, and you have a system that even a dumb old chiropractor can use, and we do, then you just got to know, man, am I first or last? That might be the most important question. And right now, the most exciting one to ask. And I'm going to tell you a little story recently. I had an opportunity to talk to a guy here in Salt Lake City who was wearing the Real Salt Lake jersey. It said LifeVantage across his chest, the name of our company across his chest. And I asked him, I said, hey, let me ask you something. Have you ever heard of Pro Tandem, our flagship product? You know what his answer was? No. He was wearing the LifeVantage jersey. He lived here in Salt Lake where we're headquartered, where this thing was birthed. No idea what Pro Tandem is. To me, this is the most exciting part, the opportunity to finally, in our lives, be first and not last. Now understand something. Network marketing is spread by word of mouth. That's how the word gets out. Somebody told somebody who told somebody who put you on this video. That's how it happened. There wasn't a Super Bowl ad. There was no TV commercial. We're spread by word of mouth. There's 320 some odd million people in this country. And the chances of you hearing anything in the top 100,000 are 0.003. Okay? The odds are not good. So many people walk around and say, hey, listen, I just want my chance. Well, that's something that if you're watching this video, you can never say again, because now is your chance. You see, nobody knows about this company yet, not even the guy wearing the LifeVantage jersey. We don't have 100,000 distributors in the United States. We don't have 100,000 distributors in the whole world. You've never heard of Pro Tandem. Nobody you know has ever heard of Pro Tandem. We're a baby in the network marketing industry. And so what we have here is a great product that you can help us expose. We have a great company that you can help introduce to people. We have a great comp plan that you can use to change your situation and the situation of the people you care about. We have a system that will allow you to teach them that, and we're first. If you're watching this video right now, you're first. Nobody knows about us yet. We're just a baby in the network marketing industry. So now you've got a problem. You've seen 3 videos. It probably wasn't hard to get you on here. You have to decide, do I need to get more information? Do I want to do this with these guys, or do I want to miss it? That's the only decision. Now, I don't care what you do. Genuinely, I don't care. But you have to decide, do I want to do this or do I want to miss it? Because if you don't do it with us, you're going to miss it. And how are you going to feel if you miss this and this becomes the next great big deal? Because it is going to be. As sure as I'm standing in front of you right now, this company is going to be massive. There's one thing you need to add to the equation before you make that decision, because this might be the biggest decision you've made in a long time. Not just do I want to do it or do I want to miss it, but you need to understand something. You see, I started talking to people about this when I got introduced to it, and I talked to some people, and they talked to some people, and they talked to some people, and we all started talking to people, and we put you on this video right now. Our circle of influence found you and put you on this video right now. We're going to find everybody that you know. We're going to find all your family. We're going to find all your friends. That's going to happen. So you have to decide, not only do I want to do this or do I want to miss it, but you have to decide, do I want to do this and help these guys find my family and friends and the people in my circle of influence, or just get reintroduced to it in 5 years? The decision is yours. This is not sales. This is just sharing. This is just you giving information to people that you care about, people that you bump into. That's all this is. That's why I really don't care whether you do this or not. I just care that you get the information, and I pray that you make a good decision. I appreciate you being on here. I really, truly do. Take this information, mull it through your head, think about how hard it was to get somebody on here, and if you want to do this business, get with the person who put you on this video, and let's get started before we find your family and friends. If you don't want to do it, but you want to take the product, get with the person who got you on here and get on that product. It's a tremendous product. It's only $40 a month. If you don't want to do either one of them, do me a favor, man. Get on the product. Do that for a couple of weeks. When the brain fog lifts, get back on this video and think about it all again when things are thinking clearer. That's kind of a joke, but we're just trying to have fun, you guys. I really appreciate you guys for being on here. I hope you make a good decision. Hope to see you in the future. Bye-bye for now.